Well, good morning, everybody. It is Heidi at Hen and Chick Studio in Conrad, Iowa. Good morning. I hope you all are well on this beautiful, windy morning. I am here for another episode of Tour de Chicks. At the beginning of the month, I did a big overall view tour of the store, but it's too fast to go through every detail in the store because there's a lot in every nook and cranny. So I've been spending the weekdays giving you little tours, little video tours of what is in my view. Now today you're going to get 2 views because the month is almost over and there's still more to show. So as always, start by jumping in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. We love to spread creativity from right here in central Iowa out to the coast. It is an absolutely wonderful feeling to have friends and family in our community, again, from coast to coast. You know that if you need to have anything shipped, we ship everything for $8.50. And so we try to do our best to make it as affordable as possible. Everything that you're seeing here in the store is available online. And if you have any questions or don't see something, give us a call. We're glad to help you. Sometimes the website can be overwhelming because there's so much good stuff and you get lost going down a rabbit hole, excuse me, of something. And then you're like, oh, wait, where was I supposed to be going? And have you ever done that? Oh, my gosh. And then you can't back out because you're so deep, all that kind of good stuff. Let us help you. We'll be glad to help sift through all of that. All right. So here at Hen and Chick Studio, we're located in Conrad, Iowa. We love a good soft back. So all of what you're seeing right here is our Shannon Cuddle area. The tall bolts are all 90-inch wide. The short bolts are 60-inch wide. These are all polyester fabrics. Again, the tall bolts are C3, which means it's like a 3mm nap, so it's short, okay? What's the 60 bolts? Most of those are our Luxe, so they're thicker, they have more hair to them, right? I'm going to say they're fluffier. I don't know what words we want to use this morning. One of the favorite things we love to do, and this is a free download on our website, but you can also get the handout in the store. It is the Luxe Throw. Everybody needs a Luxe Throw. There's never too many Luxe Throws. Once you have a Luxe Throw, you're going to want another Luxe Throw because you're going to want a different color combination. You're going to want one in the living room. You're going to want one in the bedroom because you're not going to have to carry them back and forth. You're going to want one, I don't know, in the car. You're going to want them everywhere because you can never have too many Luxe Throws. And good morning, Rhonda. And yes, you love a good cuddle as well. Okay, so what does it take to do a Luxe Throw? It actually takes 4 yards of 60-inch wide. So you get 2 colors or 2 pieces, each 2 yards. And then you end up with roughly a 60 by 72-inch throw, by a little smaller than that by the time you trim it and make sure. But it is not a difficult process, but because it's slippery, you have to pin some more. And when you think you've pinned a lot, you pin some more. Okay? Because what we find best is like railroad track pinning, and doing it so that one pin stays in even as you're sewing so that it doesn't pull and shift as you go. And so yes, Deb likes to cuddle under a good cuddle blanket too. So I want to show you. So the free pattern, again, free download on our website. There's other Shannon downloads as well. So this is just an example of how you could do a throw with a cotton fabric. So we no longer have this red, white, and blue fabric, but I've kept the sample around. So again, this was a wider fabric at the time. It was a 60-inch. So we put a cotton on the front. This could be a pieced quilt. It could be a section, a hunk of wide back. It could be pieced together. It could be a panel with some great stuff. It could be all sorts of things, right? And then, and good morning to Liz as well. Then there is Cuddle on the back. And Goldie just meandered this. Super simple. But this is the Luxe Throw. And if you have 2 hours you're going to have a quilt like this done, especially if there's no piecing involved, that it's just a piece on the top and a piece on the back. So again, the combinations are endless. You can do front and back to the school colors, cardinal and gold. You could do, again, cotton on the front. Could be a pieced quilt, or it could be just a hunk of fabric. Wide back is fabulous for this, okay? And then also, when everybody starts thinking about baby quilts and baby things, this size is wonderful. Again, I don't have this exact piece of fabric right now, but I do have a really cute, back here, there's a cute rainbow, multicolor rainbow for kids, and a couple different ones that you could get. But when you take this 60-inch and fold it in half, you could end up, or cut two 30-inch pieces. You can literally put front and back together, turn them right side out, do a quick little, seam like that, and you have a great throw. I'll tell you that when Henry was born, somebody gave him a gift, like something very, very simple like this. Hands down, one of the best things, because it was lightweight. It wasn't so huge. I could throw it over the car seat. It was soft immediately. He could hold on to it, right? And as he got bigger, he carried it around. We lost it for a little bit one time. He'd stuck it someplace, but we found it again. Anyway, it is just a great baby gift, okay? Next on the baby gift, think about receiving blankets. So receiving blankets also can use Cuddle. Free downloadable pattern on our website. Yard for the middle, yard and 1/8 for the back that wraps around to the front to make a Cuddle blanket. You can use that same idea with flannel and Cuddle. This is flannel in the middle, C3 on the back side and wrapped around. Okay, so again, free pattern for that. Or if you like baby quilts, we also do have the double Lush velvet from Riley Blake. It's a slightly different product. It's a two-sided, very stretchy, two-sided. There's no batting. There's no putting it together. It's just deciding how to finish the edge. This one, we just literally folded it over and sewed it, serge it. You can put traditional binding on it, but we recommend that you create more of like a bias tape where the binding is already all prepared. You insert the double Lush velvet, pin, 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 and then, because it'll stretch, and then that's another option as well. The double Lush velvet comes in a baby girl panel, a baby boy panel, and yardage for adults. And this goes with the First Bloom collection. You could use it like backing fabric and just not, you just don't see then the inside. So you could put this also on the back of a quilt. But look at that. It's the beautiful First Bloom. That is Riley Blake. This is the double Lush velvet. And there is the back side of that. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, so those are the Cuddles. Now we're going to do, hi Diana, how are you doing today? We're going to do a quick camera change because while we're talking about backing fabrics, I want you to also see some of our cotton. So I'm going to just do a little change here. Let's see. Do we see most of, we see a fair amount. All right. So we also have a ton of 108s and a few 118s. We have them in cotton and in flannel and a great variety. These things make finishing quilts super easy. Sometimes we get pieces in that coordinate with the collection, but other times we simply, and hello to Diana from Wyoming, sometimes we just have to find the right color. So we try to keep a rainbow selection of all of the wide backs. But I'm telling you, in the last couple of weeks, I have seen you all be so focused. You are getting projects done. It feels so good. I have had so many people come in to long arm and to get stuff. They're like, I'm ahead of schedule. It's not even Thanksgiving and I'm finishing quilts for gifts for Christmas. Yay! That is awesome. And hello to Jane. Love having you all on this morning. So again, we have a lot of 108s and a few 118s. And again, we can always help you. This is the kind of service we'd love to offer you, is that if you're trying to figure out like what blue it is. One day I had a woman ask about one of the blues that she was seeing on, I think it was this one actually, seen on, isn't that pretty? But you know how like blue, so I took a picture with black and white in it so she could start to see like what the blue was. If you need any help with that for matching your quilts, just give us a call. We'll be glad to help you, send you a text message, whatever that is, to make sure that you find the backing piece that is perfect for your quilt. Now, just a little pro tip for picking backing fabric. If you are long arming, remember that the long armor is most likely going to want to have the same color thread on the top as they have on the bottom, so in the bobbin. So think of it this way. If you have a white thread on the top, they're likely going to put a white thread on the back, because otherwise the color could pop up in the big holes that a long arm quilting machine makes with the needle. So if you're thinking that you're putting white on the top and black on the bottom, are you okay with white thread on the black fabric? Personal choice. There is no wrong answer. Everybody has a different thought about this, but it's more of awareness, making sure that you know what to expect when you're sending it to a long armor, or get the desired result that you're wanting. I personally like to have the colors all on the top match. So if I'm having something custom quilted, so I like a busy back so that the long armor doesn't have to worry if they switch from red to yellow to blue, that they can, it'll just all blend in. So that's why I love crazy pieces, I'm going to say like this, right? Because it makes it less easy to see the backing fabric or the backing threads. Again, personal preference, no wrong way to do it. Just to end the result that to make it show that it's what you want. And Sonia's here from Washington State, so we have hit the West Coast, and you're up mighty early this morning. All right, welcome. And Chris from Des Moines, awesome. And so we have West Virginia. I think that's pretty darn close to East Coast. So we have reached coast to coast this morning. I love it. I am so appreciative of all of you. I'll put all the links for our wide backs. If you have not been following along our tour to chicks or want to go back and watch them, they're all on if you go to Hen and Chick Studio, front page, you're going to see Mother Hen's highlights, which you might want to click on too. And then there's a little tour to chick button. Click on that and you're going to see all the days. I've kind of started to condense things at the bottom so it's easier to get to all the days, because I think this is day 18. So, and we've got Colorado and Arizona. Oh my gosh, we're going west, we're going east. I love it. Thank you everybody for joining us this morning here at Hen and Chick Studio. We hope you have a great day. I am taking tomorrow off to be with my family, so the store will be closed physically, but always available online, no videos. Not quite sure what's going to happen on Friday yet, but we'll see. That's 48 hours from now. We can deal with that. All right, everybody. Have a great day.